Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. So, jumping right into the Hudson County multiple listing service, in the past week, there have been 120 properties that have gone under contract, meaning offers have been accepted on them. They had a median list price of $699,000 and an average list price of $748,000. Days on the market looked like up a little bit from last week, 44 days on the market. On average, median days in the market was 25. So properties on average are selling, going into contract in about a month and a half. Looking through the list of properties, a few things stood out to me. Over in Guttenberg, you had a few units at the Galaxy Towers. This is Tower 2, 7002 Boulevard East. One bed, one bath, 932 square feet, listed for $320,000, on the market for 12 days. And I've talked about the Galaxy in the past. This is 3 separate towers that make up the Condo Association, located on 70th Street and Boulevard East. 7000, 7002, and 7004 Boulevard East. Looks like this unit faced south, actually, southwest. So you have a small view here off the living room of Lower Manhattan. Complex was built between 1976 and 1980. Full service building, a large level of amenities, indoor and outdoor pool, concierges. You can rent parking there. So it's over 1,000 units in the community. And that's at the Galaxy Towers in Guttenberg. There was another unit here, same building, Tower 2, 7002 Boulevard East, Unit 35G, listed for $365, on the market 11 days. So both these properties going under contract in less than 2 weeks on the market. This is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,546 square foot unit. And I mentioned, as I discussed in the past, Galaxy Tower floor plans tend to be a lot larger than the floor plans of units that are being built today. So you have average 2-bedroom, there's over 1,300 square feet. I've seen them go up to over 1,800 square feet. There's a lot of 3-bedroom lines in the building, as well as studios and 1-bedrooms. So you get a lot of square footage for the dollar. The units, many of them do require some updating, as you can see here in the photo. This looks like original flooring. So if you're someone looking to do some work, but you want a lot of space, Galaxy Towers could be a good option for you. Also, let's see here, looking through the list, in Hoboken, there were 2 units at the Hudson T building that went under contract. So this is 1500 Washington 5Q, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,145 square feet, on the market 8 days, listed for $1,350,000. We actually had a customer who was looking at this property and considering it. And it's my understanding that it did have multiple offers, and they called for everyone to present their best and final offer late last week. So this is a corner unit with the northeast view here, looking towards Weehawken and Midtown Manhattan. And Hudson T building, 2 separate buildings, 1500 Washington Street and 1500 Hudson Street. Originally a factory that was converted into residential rental apartments in the early 2000s, and then it was converted into condominiums around 2004 by Toll Brothers. And this was in the 1500 Washington Street building. And then over at 1500 Hudson Street, the other building across, this unit 6Q listed for $1,750,000, on the market a week. This is a 3-bed, 3-bath, 1,530 square foot unit. So this unit faced south towards 1400 Hudson Street here, and you can see 1425 Hudson across the street. So this was a non-view home. There was no views of New York City, but it was a 3-bedroom. And as I discussed in previous videos, there's a lot of demand on 3-bedroom units, especially in the waterfront buildings. And this one went under contract at Hudson T. Hudson T, you can see here, has very high ceilings, being a former factory, on average 13, 14 feet from my understanding. And it looks like this unit has been updated with a modern kitchen. So that one's going to close in a couple months, and I'll be happy to report back on what that sells for. In downtown Jersey City, there was a 3-bedroom penthouse at Gulls Cove. And I actually viewed this home with a customer. This was penthouse 14, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,700 square feet with a roof deck. So it had a private roof deck, and it also had garage parking for, I believe, 2 cars. One, it was a tandem spot, so it was back-to-back parking, and this listed for $1,995,000 on the market for 34 days, 1,700 square feet plus the outdoor space. So just cycling through the photos, this was on the southwest corner of the first phase of Gulls Cove. Gulls Cove was built in 2 separate phases. Phase 2 is actually right down here. You can't quite see it from the photo, but this is in phase 1 on the penthouse level. And this was a spiral staircase that led up to the private roof deck. Gulls Cove is a concierge building. It has a fitness center, residence lounge. It's right across the street from the light rail and not that far from Grove Street Pat Station. Steel and concrete building. It was built by Metro Homes around 2004, 2005, and then again around 2012 in the second phase. And it has this roof deck up here. I'll just get to. You can see this outdoor space, which was private to the unit. Let's see here. Over in West New York, you have the Hudson Club. So this is in the Port Imperial section, made up of 2 separate buildings, 24 and 26 Avenue at Port Imperial. This was a 2-bedroom, 3-bath duplex on the first floor, unit 116, listed for $739, on the market for 9 days, 1,286 square feet. So Hudson Club, much like the Hudson T building, which I previously discussed, was a rental building that converted to condo. So they did a condo conversion around 2007, 2008, and sold off the units as condominiums. It has a concierge, has a very large fitness center and amenity building, as well as an outdoor pool, and located not far from the ferry to New York and the light rail. So 2-bed, 3-bath, listed for $739, under contract in about a week. Also over at 9 on the Hudson. This is not far from the Hudson Club, located in the same Port Imperial community. This was built by K.Avnanian about 5 years ago. This is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath, 2,410 square foot unit on the 3rd floor, listed for $2,295,000, on the market 134 days, and it came with parking for 2 cars. This was a large unit, 3-bedroom, had a fireplace. And 9 on the Hudson, again, a concierge building, has an outdoor pool, big, large level of amenities, a very large gym. It's a duplex, residence lounge, there was a courtyard with a pool area, as well as a rooftop area with a barbecue area. Again, located not far from the Port Imperial Ferry Terminal to New York, as well as the light rail. And that one listed for $2,295,000, and within a few months we'll find out what it's sold for. As far as sales go, couple sales in Hoboken. You had a 1-bedroom, 1.5-bath at Maxwell Place, 1125 Maxwell, unit 408. Listed for $975. It sold for $975. I don't have interior photos. This was 1,028 square feet. Looks like it was a cash purchase. There was another 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath sale in 1125 Maxwell, unit 638. Listed for $1,825,000. It sold for $1,715,000. Another cash purchase, on the market 38 days. This is 1,643 square feet. I don't have photos of this one either, but this was in phase 2 of Maxwell, which is 1125 Maxwell Lane, and that sold for $1,715,000. In downtown Jersey City, There was a sale at the Shore Club, One Shore Lane in Newport, listed for $1,350,000. It sold for $1,325,000 on the market 105 days. It too was a cash purchase, 1335 square feet, 2-bed, 2-bath. So seeing a lot more cash in the market, especially over the last few weeks here with the sales. And this is a corner unit at the Shore Club. I believe I discussed this property when it went under contract, and it has closed. And this faced northeast, and it sold for $1,325,000. In Weehawken, there were two sales at Riva Point. There was a combined unit 923 and 925, listed for $1,120,000, and it sold for $1.1 million, 54 days in the market. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 746 square foot unit. So two properties combined together into one 3-bedroom. And this is on the north side of the community. And Riva Point located in the Lincoln Harbor section of Weehawken, not far from the Whole Foods and the UBS Financial Building. The ferry terminal to New York is right next to the building. It is a concierge building with a fitness center, indoor pool. There's a yoga room as well. And all the units at Riva Point come with garage parking for one car. It is a pier. It's built on top of the Hudson River. And there was also a 1-bedroom sale, unit 904, cash purchase, 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, listed for $665,000, and it sold for full price $665,000, 25 days in the market. So this was on the south side of the complex. The previous unit was on the north side. So this unit faced towards Hoboken and Lower Manhattan. And that 1-bedroom sold for $665,000. No articles this week. I didn't come across any news. Now that the election is passed, I suspect we're going to start to see more activity with development and more news headlines. From my experience, a lot of people were putting a lot of things on pause until they got past the election. So now that that's over, we'll probably start to see more activity from a development perspective and announcing new projects. These videos come out every Monday. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. Feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.